It was DJ G.I. Joe, Rebel Army, Solid Connect, making doubters overthink. What's up, mdot? What up? mdot. Driven over time. Let's go. It's like I'm never home on the road, can't start on the road, no friends on my own, no sweat all alone. Went from 4 DJs to 2 DJs to no DJs. Never seen the crew these days. From girlfriend to that groupie phase. Went from eyes droopy blaze to eyes newly raised. Went from sipping liquor to sitting and thinking quicker, thinking of a bigger picture. The past will catch up with you. Listen, I fight with my chick, fight with my flick, staying right in day and night and waiting for that lightning to hit. That break, that major deal. I done played the field, got it a buzz without blazing steel. I earned my spot, my turn to walk. March through the fire when it's burning hot. This is my struggle, my day.
Now watching The Wash daily.
You're now watching The Wash daily. That's repetitive. I just said it loud on the computer. Here I am pulling to the car wash again here at Key Road Car Wash in Key, New Hampshire. Pretty exciting day here for news. New Mexico, they just funded like $22 million in retail cannabis in one day, or one weekend anyway. And that was all over the whole state. I think it was 22 million. And so it was, it might have been billion. Well, maybe it was a million, but it was a lot of money anyway. That was probably a million. It was $22 million. So New Mexico legalized cannabis. New Hampshire didn't legalize cannabis, and they didn't bring in 22 million from cannabis last weekend, at least not in the books, because when people spend weed here on cannabis, it's typically in Maine. And why wouldn't it be? Maine's got amazing cannabis, and there's no issue, unlike here in New Hampshire, where there's an issue called Sununu. I think his name is Christopher Sununu. Last time I thought it was Jimmy Sununu, but it's not Jimmy, I guess. He called me, he was very upset. He was like, my name's not Jimmy! Anyway, he didn't really call me, I made that up. But also, more news, exactly fun news to talk about, is hemp is finally making its way into the market. So there was a story recently, a couple places picked it up. It was Texas A&M, and what they're doing at Texas A&M is they're working with hemp cultivars in Texas, and they're trying to mix genes of well-known cultivars for the purpose of growing hemp in Texas. Now, a lot of that hemp is being used to grow basically weed for smoking, to turn to CBG or CBD flower, or even Delta 8 or 10. So I think they're really focusing on making buds. They're trying to get, how can they grow outdoors really nice hemp buds for the purpose of smoking, which that's fine, but it's too bad that we're not looking at hemp for the purpose of making homes and making all kinds of foods and things like that. So, but good job for Texas. They're finally getting into the cannabis game. Unfortunately, all in this country, since the Farm Bill was passed, it was 2012. The FDA and the USDA are supposed to be studying cannabis to see how they work, and they haven't been. And it's actually been like completely squandered. All the money that was earmarked for that purpose has been put for no good use at all. And we're so far behind with cannabis that people don't even know that cannabis is food for chicken. They act like it's some brand new thing, or food for people. They say you can't put. Cannabis is the oldest food in the whole world. So anyway, I always say that it's still true, but I'm belaboring the point again. But anyway, there's a third news story today. There's a couple of them. I think I forgot what I should talk about them. I don't even remember what it was right now. I got so upset about the stupid lies about hemp. But let's see here. What else is going on in the cannabis world? New Jersey is finally selling cannabis, and highly corrupt also. So let's see what's going to go over there. I was listening to a story about New Jersey and how corrupt it is over there. And it makes sense, like all the trouble they're going through with the weed. New York City's cracking down on the illicit market. Oh, that's a good story. So New York City weed is crazy. You go to New York City, when you walk around, you'll see stickers on like everything. And there's little barcode, not barcodes, there's little QR codes, and you scan it, and you get hooked up with somebody who can bring you cannabis right away. And they need to make the money in taxes, what they're saying. So they're saying this illicit market is going to really mess with their legal cannabis rollout, which they're looking to do right away. So their first step is to get rid of the gray market, that they've allowed to exist, for a few years now. I think maybe it's 1 or 2 years that they basically decriminalized cannabis in New York. As it is now, you can have like 5 pounds of cannabis, which that makes sense if you're growing cannabis. I mean, 5 pounds isn't really that much weed if you're growing weed. I mean, obviously, it seems like a lot of weed to people who don't know about weed, but if you got 16 plants and you pull off half pound each, you already got 8 pounds. So, anyway, thanks for watching The Wash. Today we're listening to mdot again. I just like him. I think he's an artist. I really like his music.
I paid on the rest. As soon as I bubble, you names disrespect.
Thanks for watching The Wash.
That's not you happy I'm needed.
Daily.
My crew, friends gradually fading. I don't understand, they rather see me understand. Short and dead, never make